Actually, Mr. Chair, if you would allow, would we be able to play the video that we had prepared for today that we were hoping to show the Honorable Committee
Yes,
this morning?
we will now proceed with the presentation, then afterwards, maybe you can answer some questions from Representative Gutierrez. Comsec, please play the video.
May audio po. May audio po yan. Our apologies, Mr. Chair. This video is supposed to have audio accompanying it. But if we have limited time, we're happy to take the questions of the Honorable Congressman.
No, this is what we will do. We will get back to it later. Medyo ayusin lang nila. So you can now proceed with the questions, Representative Gutierrez.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. So, Mr. Chair, questions directed at Mr. Chair, questions.
While we
Yes, please proceed. Comsec, ayusin nyo muna yun. Then later on, we'll go back to it. Proceed with the questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, Mr. Chair, questions directed to TikTok. So, I'm sure we've heard po, Paderna, yung ating sentiments from the PCG. Would you have any comment po in relation to the so-called, yung first part po, yung proliferating video with the fake news that China owns Palawan? And then the second point would be on the alleged suppression of journalist postings regarding to West Philippine Sea.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First of all, we're grateful to the Honorable Committee for having us today and giving us the opportunity to speak on behalf of TikTok. We do want to address the concerns of the Philippine Coast Guard and the Honorable Congressman here today. Actually, we do not allow misinformation that puts not just individuals at risk of harm, but we also do not allow misinformation that may cause societal harm. We have taken down posts in the past similar to these videos, citing territorial disputes, and we are happy to work with the Honorable Committee in securing links to these videos so we can endorse them to the appropriate teams within TikTok. We have already coordinated with the committee secretary to secure the links so that we can report them accordingly. Because as I said earlier, we have taken action on similar posts in the past. And we'd like to be able to get the opportunity to send this content to our teams for review.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you, TikTok, for that response. So, Mr. Chair, in relation to disinformation such as this or fake news, the action on TikTok is actually more on a reactionary.
Mr. Chair, we also take proactive measures, especially around misinformation that could cause severe harm. Every video that is posted on the platform undergoes a quick review by our machine technology, by our technology moderation. And that initial pass, that initial sweep of the content often studies signals for misinformation that could be harmful. Now, we also rely on our independent fact checkers who make an assessment on the accuracy of the information on the platform on certain kinds of content. And we also rely on community reports. So user reports also assist us in spotting misinformation that violate our community guidelines.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, sorry, let me just clarify po. No? While I understand that there would be these measures, for example, that you've mentioned, these community moderators, and the review upon posting, this would be actually after the fact that the video is posted, correct?
That's, Mr. Chair, incorrect, actually. Before a video is posted, if you notice, if anybody is familiar with the way that TikTok works, when you post a video, there's a processing time. That processing time is actually the period when the video undergoes technology moderation.
Okay, so there's a, how much uptime would that be usually? I'm not familiar with the TikTok.
I don't have precise figures around that, Mr. Chair, but rest assured that every video goes through automatic technology moderation.
So when it undergoes automatic technology moderation, when a video has been reported to be a source of fake news, generally, even if through a different user, there would be an attempt to repost the video, it should be flagged.
Yes, sir. Let me get back to you on that, Mr. Chair, actually. But one thing that we would love to share to the Honorable Committee is that between July to September, I believe, during a period last year, we removed over 4 million videos that violated our community guidelines. 99.5% of those videos were taken down proactively, and of the remaining percentage, 98% was taken down in less than 24 hours after being reported by users. So we're quite pleased to share that information with the Honorable Committee because we'd like to demonstrate that we are doing everything that we can in terms of our moderation practices to catch posts and to catch content that violate our community guidelines.
Mr. Chair, most respectfully, while we laud the attempts, the measures being taken by TikTok in relation to this, and we appreciate the numbers that are being put forward, one issue that we have really is that anecdotally that doesn't seem to be the case. For example, when we're talking about fake news in relation to China, when we see one video posted and it has been reported, we would see the same video posted by a different person. So that's why I wanted to ask if how do we ensure that a video that has been flagged for disinformation is not posted again? And quite frankly, perhaps we'd have to get cold hard evidence po. We'd like to have a research person invited in this. But it tends to be that when once there is a narrative being taken by certain bad actors in relation to fake news and it's posted and they take it down, they just post it through another user. So I hope you'd understand the frustration that this committee would have in relation to the social media posts. And that's not even going into yet the issue of suppression that our journalists are facing in relation to the territorial dispute of the West Philippine Sea. So in relation to that, if we could move on, Ms. Padera, most respectfully to the Honorable Chairman, in relation to the suppression, what measures do we have? Are we aware of this suppression of postings in relation to coverage of the West Philippine Sea?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the question. We do not suppress any content that pertains to the West Philippine Sea. We welcome the diversity of political expression, and what we can share is that if a video is muted, there is a possibility that the content may have committed a violation of our guidelines, specifically perhaps around intellectual property. That kind of action, muting a video, is typically something that we do when there is an intellectual property violation. So we want to reassure the Honorable Committee that we do not silence voices that advocate for greater awareness on West Philippine Sea issues.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I guess we are forced to take that on face value po, no? But as far as anecdotally, if I recall right, the video that was suppressed, I don't think there's an intellectual property issue. That was a coverage of yung journalist po having an altercation with yung counterparts sa China. Walang music naman na nagpo-play doon. In fact, nagmumurahan pa po sila. So, Mr. Chair, I guess to advance, to progress this issue siguro, we can ask the Honorable Comsec to, if we may po, Commodore Tariela, if you could point us in the right direction kung sinong journalist po ito that were allegedly suppressed, we could probably invite them or communicate with them through the committee secretariat. Then we can probably have them coordinate with TikTok, and we'll get to the bottom of this at a later hearing po. No? Because as it stands, it's going to be a anecdote versus general guidelines. So if we're going to get into the specifics, probably at a later time when the resource person would be available po, no?
Yes, Mr.